Have you ever wondered why people are suddenly drawn to you? Why their eyes seem to follow you wherever you go? It's not just coincidence. You've done something powerful whether you realize it or not, and the energy shift has pulled millions into your orbit. Let's unpack exactly what's happening and how it's changing everything around you. Welcome to this insightful exploration of what happens when the chosen ones take action. In this video, we'll uncover 7 key reasons why your recent actions are attracting so much attention. By the end, you'll understand how your energy, decisions, and alignment are reshaping your world and influencing countless others. Let's dive in. 1. You've mastered the power of authenticity. Authenticity is like a magnet. It draws people in, sparks genuine connections, and leaves a lasting impression. When you stop pretending and embrace your true self, you send out a powerful signal that resonates deeply with others. It's not just a buzzword. Authenticity is backed by science and has a profound impact on relationships, personal growth, and success. Let's start with a relatable scenario. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone shared something deeply personal or honest? Maybe it was a story about a challenge they faced or an unfiltered opinion about a topic. That moment stood out, didn't it? You felt connected, inspired, or even relieved because they showed their real, unguarded self. Authenticity is rare, and when people witness it, they can't help but lean in. Why authenticity matters. Studies confirm the profound effect authenticity has on human connections. Research from Harvard Business School found that being authentic in communication can increase trust and connection by over 60 degrees. This isn't surprising. Humans are hardwired to detect genuineness. Pretending to be someone you're not might work temporarily, but over time, it creates dissonance, both for you and those around you. Authenticity, on the other hand, builds bridges. It fosters trust, encourages vulnerability, and inspires loyalty. But authenticity isn't about oversharing or revealing every detail of your life. It's about aligning your words and actions with your values, being honest about your experiences, and staying true to your principles. It's about showing up as the real you, not the version you think others want to see. The ripple effect of authenticity: when you embrace your true self, it sets off a chain reaction. Others feel empowered to do the same. For instance, in a workplace setting, an authentic leader creates an environment where employees feel safe to express themselves. This can boost creativity, collaboration, and overall morale. Similarly, in personal relationships, authenticity deepens bonds and enhances understanding. Embracing authenticity in everyday life starts small. Share your thoughts honestly in a conversation. Admit when you don't have all the answers. Reflect on your values and let them guide your decisions. Remember, authenticity isn't about perfection. It's about being genuine, even when it's uncomfortable. In a world often dominated by facades, authenticity stands out. When you stop pretending and embrace who you truly are, you become magnetic. People notice, connect, and remember, not because you're flawless, but because you're real. And that's your superpower. 2. Your energy shifted. Here's the thing. People plotting your downfall often overestimate their power. They believe they can control the outcome, manipulating events and people to their advantage. But the universe has a funny way of flipping the script. Or the harder they push, the more they reveal their weaknesses, and the closer they come to exposing their true intentions. It's as if they're in a race against time, trying to tear you down, only to find themselves unraveling in the process. Take, for example, someone attempting to ruin your reputation. This scenario isn't just about personal animosity. It's rooted in a psychological principle known as the boomerang effect. Studies show that people who engage in smear campaigns often end up damaging their own reputation far more than the person they target. The very act of trying to bring someone down invites suspicion and raises questions about the smear artist's own character. This is because most people instinctively understand that the one who spreads negativity or malice is more likely to be insecure, bitter, or even malicious themselves. In fact, research by social psychologists has revealed that when individuals spread false information about others, they are often seen as untrustworthy or vindictive by bystanders. These observers begin to question the motives behind the attack, wondering why someone would go so far to tear another person down. Ironically, the more they try to destroy you, the more they expose their own flaws and insecurities. It's a cycle of destruction that they can't easily escape. Imagine it like a boomerang. They throw insults and misinformation out into the world. But what they don't realize is that those same toxic actions are coming right back to hit them. It's like a law of karma. That's not just about actions, but about perception. People who watch these dramas unfold are not blind. They notice the pattern. They understand that the one who continuously attacks is often the one with something to hide. This idea plays out frequently in the public eye too. Celebrities who engage in smear campaigns or try to tear down rivals often find that the public begins to view them with increasing skepticism. Far from protecting their reputation, they end up amplifying their own flaws. In the long run, the villain in the story becomes the one everyone is wary of. So the next time someone tries to ruin your reputation or tear you down, remember this: they're not just attacking you. They're inadvertently revealing their own vulnerabilities. They're exposing their weaknesses with every move they make. In the end, the universe has a way of riding the scales, and it's usually the plotters who end up exposed, not you. 3. You took bold action. There's something magnetic about boldness. When someone steps out of their comfort zone, it resonates with others in profound ways. Whether it's starting a project, standing up for a cause, or pursuing a passion with relentless purpose, these acts serve as beacons of inspiration. Boldness is a catalyst. It doesn't just change your life. It creates ripples that impact those around you. Think about historical trailblazers, like Rosa Parks, who refused to give up her bus seat, sparking a movement for civil rights, or entrepreneurs like Elon Musk, who envisioned a world of sustainable energy and space exploration. These individuals didn't just act. They acted boldly, challenging norms and inspiring others to follow. Their courage wasn't about the absence of fear, but the willingness to act despite it. The psychology of boldness is inherently contagious. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as social proof. When people see others take courageous steps, it reduces their own inhibitions and emboldens them to act similarly. For example, if you start a community initiative to clean up a local park, you might initially face resistance. But as others see your passion and progress, they'll be more likely to join, inspired by your resolve and success. Studies also suggest that witnessing acts of bravery activates the mirror neurons in our brains, making us feel as though we're experiencing that bravery ourselves. This connection can motivate someone to take action in their own lives, even in completely unrelated fields. The ripple effect of bold actions. Let's imagine you decided to start a podcast discussing taboo topics. At first, the road might feel lonely and uncertain, but your courage to speak openly could inspire others to share their stories, creating a domino effect of honesty and empowerment. Each listener who feels heard or validated by your content might, in turn, inspire someone else to speak up. Bold actions have a way of multiplying beyond what the original actor could imagine. Even smaller acts of boldness, like speaking out against unfair treatment at work or pursuing an unconventional career, can have far-reaching impacts. When people see you living authentically and with purpose, they often reconsider their own choices. If they can do it, they think, why not me? How to cultivate boldness. 1. Start small. Boldness is a muscle that grows with use. Begin with manageable risks and build from there. 2. Shift perspective. Instead of fearing failure, view it as a stepping stone to success. 3. Surround yourself with courage. Being around bold individuals can make taking risks feel more natural. Ultimately, boldness isn't just about changing your world. It's about showing others they can change theirs too. When you step out of your comfort zone, you're lighting a path for others to follow, proving that bravery isn't just inspiring, it's transformative. Your confidence became unshakable. Confidence is more than just a personal trait. It's a magnetic force that shapes how the world interacts with you. Imagine walking into a room full of people, their heads turning in your direction. That moment wasn't accidental. It was the power of confidence at work. This captivating quality doesn't just impact you. It influences everyone around you. The science behind the magnetism confidence isn't just about how you feel. It's about how you make others feel. Neuroscience explains this phenomenon through mirror neurons, specialized brain cells that activate when we observe someone else's actions or emotions. When you exude confidence, these neurons fire in the minds of those around you, making them feel empowered and inspired. Essentially, your self-assurance sets the tone for how others perceive themselves in your presence, This is why confident leaders and speakers often command attention effortlessly. Their demeanor subconsciously communicates a sense of trust, capability, and reassurance. People are naturally drawn to those who seem sure of themselves, because confidence signals strength and reliability, qualities we instinctively value. Confidence creates connection. Think of confidence as an emotional contagion. When you're secure in yourself, you give others permission to feel the same way. It's not about arrogance or dominance. True confidence is approachable and inclusive. It invites people into a shared space of positivity and mutual respect. For example, consider social gatherings. The person with an easy smile, open posture, and purposeful movements often becomes the center of attention. Their confidence encourages interaction, making others feel comfortable and appreciated. This ability to draw people in stems from the assurance that you are enough just as you are without pretense or apology. How to cultivate confidence contrary to popular belief. Confidence isn't innate. It's cultivated. Start by shifting your mindset. Replace self-doubt with self-affirming thoughts. Practice power poses. Maintain good posture and establish strong eye contact. These small intentional actions can trick your brain into feeling more confident, creating a feedback loop that reinforces your self-assurance over time. Additionally, prepare for situations where confidence is required. Knowledge is a powerful ally. When you're informed and prepared, you naturally project certainty, making it easier for others to trust and admire you. Your unseen superpower, confidence, like a magnet, draws others towards you, not because you're perfect, but because you embody a quality they desire for themselves. When you confidently step into a room, you don't just change how people see you. You inspire how they see themselves. In essence, your confidence becomes a gift, a ripple effect of positivity and empowerment. 5. You aligned with your purpose. Have you ever felt like everything in your life was just clicking into place, as if the universe was working behind the scenes to make things happen for you? That's not coincidence. It's the power of alignment. When your actions match your purpose, incredible things start to unfold, creating a ripple effect of opportunities, connections, and progress. The science behind the feeling. From a psychological perspective, alignment can be seen as a state of congruence between your values, goals, and actions. When these elements are in sync, you emit a sense of authenticity that others instinctively recognize. This authenticity builds trust and rapport, making people more likely to support your journey. Neuroscience backs this up. When you're aligned with your purpose, your brain releases dopamine, the feel-good chemical which enhances focus and motivation, helping you perform better and attract positive outcomes. The universe conspires in your favor. The phrase, "the universe conspires to help you," may sound mystical, but it reflects a deeper truth. Alignment often sharpens your focus, making you more attuned to opportunities that were always there but previously unnoticed. For instance, if you're passionate about art and start pursuing it seriously, you'll suddenly notice art exhibits, fellow artists, or workshops you might have overlooked before. This phenomenon is partly explained by the reticular activating system in your brain, which filters information based on what you deem important. Imagine you've decided to start a sustainable fashion brand because you deeply care about the environment. As you take steps toward this goal, researching, networking, and creating, you might meet someone who shares your vision and offers to collaborate. Or perhaps a chance encounter leads to funding or media coverage. These are not random strokes of luck, but the results of aligning your actions with your purpose. Your passion resonates with others, creating a magnetism that draws like-minded individuals and resources to you. How to strengthen alignment. The key to fostering alignment is to consistently pursue what resonates deeply with you. Start by identifying your core values and passions, then take actionable steps that reflect them. Don't be afraid to adjust your path as you learn more about yourself. Alignment is a dynamic process. Over time, this congruence grows stronger, amplifying your ability to attract the right people, opportunities, and circumstances. In conclusion, when your actions align with your purpose, you become a force to be reckoned with. It's not just about working hard, but working with intention. Keep following what feels right to your soul and watch as the universe conspires to help you, and as others gravitate toward your authenticity. Alignment is your superpower. Embrace it. 6. You became a source of inspiration. People are naturally drawn to those who defy expectations and conquer challenges. It's a universal truth. We admire individuals who break barriers and redefine possibilities. This admiration is deeply rooted in human psychology and history, from scientists like Marie Curie to activists like Martin Luther King Jr. History celebrates those who dare to challenge the status quo. But what is it about these figures that captivates us? It's their ability to inspire hope and show us that boundaries, both external and internal, are meant to be pushed. When someone overcomes struggles or achieves a seemingly impossible goal, their journey becomes a beacon of possibility for others. For example, consider Oprah Winfrey, who rose from poverty and adversity to become one of the most influential media moguls in history. Her authenticity and resilience resonate because they reflect the universal desire to rise above limitations. This isn't just about achieving fame or success. It's about showing others what's possible when determination meets opportunity. Interestingly, people often look up to inspirational figures, not for their perfection, but for their flaws and humanity. Authenticity is magnetic. Research in psychology supports this. Humans are wired to connect with stories of struggle and triumph. These narratives activate a part of the brain called the insular cortex, which processes empathy and emotions. When someone shares their authentic journey, failures and all, it feels personal, almost as if we're experiencing it ourselves. This emotional connection builds loyalty and admiration. Your own story of overcoming struggles or achieving a significant goal likely resonates for the same reasons. Perhaps you defied odds in a way that challenged norms, whether it was breaking into a competitive field, overcoming personal obstacles, or pursuing a dream others doubted. By sharing your journey, you've likely inspired countless others who see a reflection of their own potential in your story. Inspirational figures also teach us the power of resilience and perspective. They remind us that setbacks are not the end but stepping stones. For example, J.K. Rowling was rejected by multiple publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. These stories show us that greatness often emerges from perseverance and a refusal to conform to limiting beliefs. Ultimately, living authentically and pursuing your goals with courage has an incredible ripple effect. People are inspired not just by what you've accomplished, but by how you've stayed true to yourself. Your authenticity, struggles, and triumphs create a powerful narrative that encourages others to challenge their own limitations. By daring to push boundaries, you remind everyone that impossible is just a word. 7. You created a ripple effect. Imagine standing by a calm lake and tossing a small pebble into the water. The impact of that single pebble creates ripples that spread far beyond the initial splash. This phenomenon mirrors the effect of our actions in the lives of others, often extending to people we may never meet. Every action, no matter how small, carries potential to influence someone else. A smile shared with a stranger could lift their spirits on a rough day. Holding the door for someone might encourage them to be more considerate in turn. These seemingly insignificant moments can create a domino effect, touching lives in ways we may never witness. Consider a personal example. You thank a colleague for their hard work, unaware that they've been doubting their value. Your words, simple yet heartfelt, might be the encouragement they need to keep going. They leave the conversation uplifted. In turn, treat someone else with kindness. That person, inspired by the positivity, extends it further, perhaps helping a neighbor, encouraging a friend, or assisting a stranger in need. The chain of impact flows outward, creating ripples of goodness that span beyond your initial act. Even small gestures can lead to monumental outcomes. There are stories of people who've received unexpected kindness, a supportive word, a compliment, or even a small act of generosity, only to later share that it saved them from despair. These moments remind us that our actions, no matter how trivial they may seem to us, could be life-changing for someone else. Now let's think about the exponential potential of these ripples. If one person you inspire shares your influence with just 2 others, and those 2 inspire 2 more each, the pattern multiplies rapidly. Mathematically, this process forms a geometric progression. 1 to 8, 16, 32, 64. In just 10 iterations, your initial act could indirectly reach over 1,000 people. By the 20th iteration, the number soars to over 1 million. This compounding influence highlights how even a single act can catalyze widespread change over time. Understanding the ripple effect empowers us to act with intention, Knowing that our actions resonate far beyond the moment encourages mindfulness and compassion. Every decision, no matter how small, holds the potential to positively shape the world. The next time you consider sharing a kind word, lending a hand, or simply showing gratitude, remember, your pebble can create ripples that span across oceans, touching lives in ways you may never know. You're not just attracting attention by chance. It's the result of your growth, energy, and purpose. Millions are drawn to you because you've become a source of light, inspiration, and change. Embrace it and continue to lead with authenticity and purpose. Your journey is just beginning, and the world is watching. Let us know in the comments. What's one recent action you've taken that shifted everything for you? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to join this incredible community of chosen ones shaping the world.